everybody. I'm Michelle Ford. I'm here at the Northeast Film Festival. I'm speaking with Malka from Klutz. Hi. So tell me first a little bit about your film.
Yeah, Klutz is about a young woman who's dealing with the loss of her sister, and through her emotional grief, she realizes that when she experiences physical pain, she can bring her sister back. And so it's really about the tug and pull of grief and how we learn to move forward.
Wow. And tell me your role in the film.
I'm the lead producer and actor.
Wow, amazing. And so you had a pretty big hand in making this film possible. So tell me a little bit about the inspiration for the film, if you can answer that.
Yeah. It really starts with our amazing writer, Elizabeth Narciso. She's primarily a playwright, and she works in magical realism. And she uses magical realism as a metaphor for grief or abuse or whatever lens she's talking through. And I saw one of her plays and I was just like, oh, we got to make something together. And how do we marry the magic of your language with the magic of the movies, the visuals we can bring to her language? And that's how that happened.
I love that so much. And tell me, is there anything that you brought to the film personally that you can contribute as an actor to the role?
Yeah, I think, the character, in addition to having lost her sister, is also struggling in her career. She's a writer, and her agent has just dropped her, and she's changing forms. She's trying to write a children's book about somebody who has a superpower about falling down. And the pain and the grief that you experience as an artist, as you're creating and making and facing rejection, I think mirrors grief that we see in larger parts of our lives. And so I think for me, being able to tell the story of both those things at the same time was really important.
I love that. That's so important. Yeah. And so tell me, I absolutely love personally interviewing female filmmakers and female actresses. So tell me, yeah, right? So this sounds like a pretty female-driven production, right? A writer and producer, actor. So how does that feel? Do you feel a sense of empowerment?
Completely. My company is actually called Girl Gang Productions, and we ensure that at least 50% of our cast and crew are female or non-binary or trans artists. And what I can say is also just being in the festival circuit and seeing other women making their own art and telling their own stories is just as empowering as doing it myself. And I'm just so excited to see what happens next and what stories are told.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So have you been traveling the circuit a little bit with this film?
Yeah, this is our second festival. We were just in LA with Dances with Films, and we screened exactly a week ago today. And then we have a couple more coming up. We're at Imagine This. We're at Detroit She-Town Film Festival and Female Filmmakers Berlin.
Wow, wonderful. Congratulations. That's so awesome. And so was the film shot in LA? Or
No, it was shot in Brooklyn and the Rockaways.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you from the area?
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, born and raised.
Wonderful. And tell me a little bit about your background in the film industry.
I'm brand new to the film industry. I come to it as a theater artist. I started off as an actor, then as a producer, wanting to tell stories that I wasn't seeing. And I think when Liz and I were talking about making something together, we were like, oh, should it be theater? Should we make theater together? That's what we know. That's what we do. And what we realized was that by making a film, we would make something that would have an impact long after we had finished making it, something that we could come back to, something that we could expand on, something that, an audience doesn't need to be in the room for a specific period of time to see, and to experience. And so we were like, yeah, let's make a movie. Let's see what happens. And Michelle Bossy, our amazing director, came on board, and she comes from both worlds and really was able to help pull it together so that those of us learning the film industry could sort of have a nice, easy way in.
I love that. And so having said that, with that plan in mind, do you feel like telling this story as a film achieved what you were hoping that it would achieve rather than having it be a stage production?
I do, yeah. Yeah, very much.
And what message are you hoping that people take away from seeing your film?
Yeah, I think, especially now, we filmed pre-pandemic, but especially now, I think we're living in a time of collective grief, and grief can be so isolating. And what I hope people see when they watch the film and what they experience is that they're not alone, and that grief can be collective, and that's how we move forward.
Absolutely. Malka, it was such a treat to meet you. So nice talking with you. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Congratulations for being here at the festival. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.